It's Sunday afternoon. It's the first time I've been out all day. I got a little bit of a chill yesterday because I left this coat in the brew room, and then when I woke up this morning I could not keep warm. Got a headache and no energy, so I need to get better because I'm flying to Ireland tomorrow to talk at a conference on Tuesday morning. So I've been staying in the house trying to keep warm. I've come out though because Morgan's on his way with the Gearbox for the 1690, so he's bringing one up from Pembrokeshire, so I'm going to unload that, do the birthday bumper, and that is all you're getting from me today. I need to be better. I haven't got time to be ill. I haven't got a runny nose. I haven't got anything like that. I'm just so tired and can't keep warm. So let's see what this Gearbox looks like when he arrives. There it is. Even got the link balls and the wheel nuts. Looks heavy. Looks heavy.
Yeah, it's 10.5.
10.5. All right.
Yeah.
Got the mini Merlot, but I'm going to have to go and find some lifting chains or straps to lift it off with. I think we have got some 3-leg lifting chains, but I think the hooks are massive. I know it'll thread through the crossarm on the top, so it might just be better using straps perhaps. Actually, to be honest, I think they might thread through. Oop, took the handbrake off. There we go. We'll land it in the shed, I think, front of the header. We're not going to be using that for a bit. And then when we come to do it, hopefully next weekend, Morgan said he'd come up and give Rob a lift, trying to fit it. The idea is it'll pretty much bolt straight on, and everything inside the diff should be all intact. I think we just need to put a new clutch in it. The gearbox is actually bigger than the engine on the tractor, isn't it? More expensive as well, I would say. I'll land that there. I'll leave the chains on it, I think. Still need to take the lights off that Xerion. I'll leave the chains on it. There we go. There's lots of comments about the steps yesterday for the new building. I'm thinking that probably the best option would be you can buy tread plates off eBay, buy the tread plates and then make the frame ourselves in the workshop. Whether we can make it out of something cool like an old plough beam or an old header, maybe, I don't know. But I think we can do that, and then we've got all the tools to do it properly in the workshop, weld it all up, and we can design it how we want rather than putting a timber one in or wherever, or ordering it to fit and stuff. So that's looking like the best option at the moment. That is the intake feed roller on the chipper. Loads of people have been saying, why can't we put a metal detector on it? It's dead simple. It's just too expensive. In order to have a metal detector on, you would have to have everything up here made of stainless steel or aluminium, which would then make it so expensive. When the grab comes near it to throw stuff in, that would set it off. Also, once you have made it stainless steel and aluminium, you then got to be able to stop it very, very quickly. Well, the inertia of that drum that'll shred a 2-foot log is a lot more inertia than what you have on a forage harvester that's just chopping grass and is about 1/10 the size. So if you get around the problems of being able to build it and the cost, it would still only stop it getting damaged from metal. It would still get damaged if a lump of concrete went through, or just even a load of soil can blunt all the teeth. So it's just not worth it. No one's got one we know of that can do it. The only other way would be have like some sort of framework that you could drop stuff through, but then it'd have to be pretty strong so that it didn't get the branches tangled in it or wouldn't damage itself and fall in. A little bit like an airport scanner, but on a bigger scale that you'd sort of have round the top. But once you've got that detector, like I say, you've still got to stop that drum. So it is just one of them things that we've just got to sort of put up with, really. So that is why wood chippers don't have metal detectors on. What we do to avoid major damages, we have quite a big screen in it, so that if something does go through, it's not going to chop it that small to fit out the screen. If we run a smaller screen, metal stuff would get stuck in it a lot longer and do a lot more damage, whereas at least now it can fly out through the screen. The only disadvantage to that is we do have to chip it twice to make it the right quality, but at least that way it's been over a magnet twice. All the stuff we've been getting in the boiler recently is possibly because when it's come over the magnet, it's been pushed back into the pile mistakenly, and that's why it's all turned up in the boiler. But most of it is parts off the chipper. We don't know what caused it to come off. Well, we know what happened. One of the arms inside came off and did the damage, but had it failed from a lump hitting it and the bolt shearing, or would they just simply come loose? We don't know, but it did a lot of damage because the whole holder was rattling around inside the drum. In fact, it's in the workshop, I'll show you. Okay, this is one of the arms that came off and caused substantial damage. As you can see by all the scars on it, that's what it should look like. It's held in by these big bolts, but they'd obviously either fractured or come undone. This then come off the rotor, bounced its way backwards and forwards across the rotor, causing it to knock off a lot of these holders and all different things, and then smash up. Can't find them. I don't know. Smash up the guides, are where they are here. These guides. So various bits of them, because they break into about 5 pieces, have been slowly getting tangled up around the ash augers in the boiler. Not ideal at all. So apparently this wire on the Merlot window is the DAB aerial, and that is the FM aerial. So as far as I'm aware, I don't think the Merlots have a safety wire in that glass, but apparently JCBs do, about elbow height running through it. So whether this has something else, I don't know, but it does have an emergency stop quite close to the joystick, if you could remember to hit it if you were getting squashed. But you know, top and bottom, don't use it with any broken windows, well, especially on this side. This window does actually fold back out the way, provide you with fresh air when you're working, and these have been known to be knocked off, but it's only 4 bolts to put a new one on. It's quite nice actually, because you can also, if you're hopping in and out quite a lot, you can also latch this door around, which a lot of makes don't. They only go to sort of 45 degrees, which is a little bit annoying. But if you're going in a passageway, you want to be able to get out and walk backwards, you'd probably better it all the way round. That's the same size cab on a mini Merlot as a big Merlot as well, so that one there is exactly the same. Right, it's time for the birthday bumper. So Lily Horn 11, I missed her yesterday by mistake, sorry about that, happy belated birthday. Seth Culpit is 4, Marky Fowler is 50, there's a Mark Fowler as well who's also 50, I presume it's the same person, but if not, happy birthday both of you. Stephen James Pritchard is 47, Neil Coram is 40, Olivia Pierce is 7, John is 53, Richard Herwin is 53, Eve Elvlin, is it, or Alvinina White? Sorry, I can't pronounce that. I can write it, but I can't pronounce it. Elvina. Yeah, happy birthday. Caden Mellis is 9. Ian Russell is, so I was going to say he's 11, but that's just 2 L's. Daniel Bramall is 38. Jamie Crutchley is 17, and Tim Walbridge is 57. So happy birthday, everyone on the birthday bumper, and anyone else whose birthday it is today. Anyway, that is about all for today. I might catch some of you in Belfast either tomorrow or on Tuesday morning at the farming conference. I think you can still subscribe to it if you Google it, but apparently it's only 4 minutes from the airport where the room's at. I don't know Belfast at all, but that's where I'm flying into. So thanks for watching today. I'll see you all tomorrow, and hopefully I feel better. With this video today being a short one, don't forget to check over to the Real Country File, and you can watch that, see a little bit more, and also you can see me talking about GM and BT corn, which is a genetically modified corn that's resistant to a certain flying insect that can basically devastate it. And there's a little video on there that's come off Twitter about it.